So, in every session, just you guys also make sure the sessions are being recorded. Okay, so even if I miss, you can remind me when the session starts. Like even in between, just make sure it is being recorded. I think from your side also you can see right in the screen it is getting recorded. I hope you can see that. So just keep an eye on it in every session from your side as well. I'll be recording anyway. So how many of you got a chance to create a free tier account? Did you try to create a free tier account yesterday? Okay. If not, you can try this week, at least from next session. You can come up with the free tier account and we have the WhatsApp chat. So you can, if there is any issue while creating the free tier account, you can check with me. I'll help you with that. Okay. So we will continue from the previous session. All right. Some very basic thing about Google Cloud Console. I will just do a walkthrough. You will, once you create the account, it will be easy for you. And after that, we will start the new topic. The first topic, we will start with the first topic. And today, there is no external candidate, so we can feel free. You can ask more questions. You can interrupt in between and ask also. No need to wait in chat or something. You can just unmute and ask the question. I'm sharing my screen. I hope it's loaded. Can someone confirm? It
Yes,
is
yes, we can see
okay.
this.
Yeah. So we can be more interactive. Anything you can unmute and if you have any question, you can ask. We can be more interactive, okay? Because I need to also make sure you guys are getting it every time. So here I have logged into the console again. Yesterday you have seen it. So here I'm going to do a walkthrough what all things are there in this console. So once you create the account, it will be easy for you. On the left side, there is main menu. Here you can see the navigation menu and main menu. If you click here, you can see all the Google Cloud products. So here there are some pinned products which are services which are widely used, commonly used: compute engine, IAM, storage, BigQuery, VPC, Cloud Run, Cloud SQL. And if I click on view all product, you can see here it will list all the Google Cloud services. Some management type of services, you can see billing, IAM, admin, etc. Compute related services, compute Kubernetes engine, most of this one we will cover. Storage related services, analytics, data analytics, networking, all the products you can see in this list, all the Google Cloud services you can see in this list. All right. And the next one from the main menu, the next one is Google Cloud. There is home button. You can just click here and it will take you to the home screen. Okay, from any page, if you click in Google Cloud, this home button, it will take you to this home screen. All right. Next to this, there is a button where you can see the projects where you have access in different projects where you have access. So if you drop down, you can select different projects. What is project we are going to learn today? In today's session, we are going to learn what is project. Okay, so but if you list here, you can select different project. So in this list, I have my ID have access to these projects. Okay, what is a project? That is part of IAM topic we will learn today. So these three, after that there is a search button. If you know any particular service or subtopics, sub services, you can type here and navigate. Either you can navigate from main menu like a VPC network and IP address. Are you getting any noise from my end?
No, it's clear.
It's clear, right? There is some background noise, so I hope it's not reaching.
Okay.
So here in the search button, if you know what some topic or where you want to navigate, you can type and navigate it. Okay, so here, for example, firewall. So just type here and navigate. This is the most easy method instead of going here and typing, but you should know where you are going. Okay, so compute engine, you can click and navigate. All right. So search button. And next here, you know, it is Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell is the command line interface. This is the button to open Cloud Shell. I will open Cloud Shell as well. We already discussed about Cloud Shell. We're going to discuss more today. So I open Cloud Shell, authorize. One time it will ask for authorization and it will take a few seconds to open the Cloud Shell. Okay. All right. And it's the first activity. When you create your free tier account, it's the first activity, just go to billing. Here, there is a billing button. Go here. And on the right side here, it will show the $300 credit. Okay, I mentioned, right, a $300 Google provide free tier credits, and that will be around some 20 to 23K Indian rupees. It will show on your right side. Okay, once you create the free tier account. So did no one created so far, right? On this list, anyone tried? Is there any issue? Because some of them make find some issues and all. So here it will show once you create a free tier account successfully, then the amount also it will show. Here you have all the billing related options are there, reports you can generate, budget and alerts you can set up. We will see in the overview itself, you can see many things. So here you can see what all the areas I was getting billing. Right now there is no billing. I have deleted everything. And 1st July to 31st July, some projects were costing something. So here networking related, some cost was there, compute related, cloud run, cloud SQL, all these were there. That you can see all the overview. You can see, you can generate the reports of the bill. And you can just move to the previous month and all. Right now I don't have anything. So the reports, you can see some 300 rupees in the last month. Budget and alert. This is something, it's a useful concept. I will delete the existing ones. So here, budget and alert. I mentioned you will get $300 credit in your free tier account. And what if like that you can use so while creating and while learning and all, but what if you have created something and it is exceeding your limits? Okay, so something is earning and you were not aware about it, and it is increasing, it is adding money into your billing. In this case, to avoid such situation, you can create a threshold value on when it comes to the amount, like the budget threshold. Okay. So you can mention something like this, some name you can mention, monthly or weekly, anything like a custom range, anything. You can mention the time range and projects. So you may have multiple project access. So here I have only one project, my own project. Other projects are belongs to someone else. So in this case, I have only one project. So I'll click here and some amount I can specify. So this is a kind of initial activity once you create a free tier account itself, you need to do so that it won't something will run in the background and you lose your money. So that kind of situation you can avoid. So here I'm setting up a bill of 1,000 rupees. Okay, 1,000 rupees, and you can see once it's reached to 50 percentage, I will get an alert email. I'll get in my email ID, and any other amount notification also you can set it up. Maybe 90 percentage, 80 percentage, you can customize it while creating the billing. Okay, so when the billing generate, you will get an alert like once it is reached to 500. If you created something storage and amount is reached to 500, you will get an email. Any questions?
Billing is based on the components that we use from the GCP.
Yes. What
Okay.
are the resources you use here? Like, and if you, as I said, if you create some storage or computers, database, anything, if you create it, it will reduce from your free tier credits basically, but still you will get an alert. If you miss something to delete or something, you will get an alert. Okay, you can add multiple thresholds also. All right, is it clear, Prasad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can set up the billing multiple thresholds so that you won't lose your money. Okay. So as a first activity coming week, just once you create the free tier account, just create this budget and alert as a first activity. All right. So console overview, projects, billing account, pricing, notifications. So we are done with this. Just a basic activity supposed to finish yesterday itself, but yesterday there were a lot of candidates. Now let's discuss something more about Cloud Shell. Okay, Cloud Shell. We already discussed yesterday. Cloud Shell is command line interface. Command line interface, whatever you do with your GUI, Google, the graphical user interface, what you see in the screen, which is nothing but Google Cloud Console. Whatever you do, the same thing you can do with command line interface as well. When I say same thing, you can create, modify, delete, anything you can do from here, right? The create, like you can create something, create an instance, you can do it, you can delete it, and any modifications you can do. All these activities you can do in all the services, and almost some 90% of the same activity you can do from Cloud Shell or the command line interface as well. I'm repeating what I said yesterday. So this is just like in operating system in Windows and all, you have normal graphical interface plus CMD is there, right? A command prompt is there. It is just like that. Logic is just like that, but this command line interface got many advanced features where you can manage cloud. So here, first thing is, once you open the command line interface, you need to make sure you have logged into the right project. You can see this ED training June, right? Here, you can see I am in the same project. So you need to make sure before you do anything, you need to make sure you have logged into the same project. That is the first thing once you log into Cloud Shell. Second thing, is it's a Linux machine. If it is a very small Linux interface, basically Linux based interface, You can see when I run some basic Linux command, it is showing the output. You can see it's Linux version, so and so version, and all the Linux output I'm getting. How many of you are good with Linux here? You can answer in chat or you can raise the hand. How many of you are good with Linux? Okay, Venkat, you right. Okay, Venkat is good. If you are not good also, you can say that. Okay, so only Venkat I can see. So here, this is basically a Linux interface. So if you know Linux, it is more easy for you to manage. If you don't know also, it is okay. Like it is, as I said, it's interface, right? So some commands and all you need to learn blindly and use it. So all the basic Linux command, it will work as it is. But when it comes to Google Cloud related activities, there are exclusive commands for Google Cloud. We will learn every time, like when we are working in the activities. Okay, so if you already know, it is good. If you worked earlier or something, just brush up your some Linux skill that will help you in the learning. So here it's Linux based interface and there are many inbuilt features out there. Here you can see you can open multiple tabs at the same time. You can open multiple tabs and you can um, log into different project and work at the same time. It is very useful feature. On the right side, you can see open editor. Editor is nothing but the code editor. You will be deploying a lot of things in Google Cloud, right? So at that point of time, if you want to make any code changes, you can edit from the Cloud Shell. Okay, so if you have some Python code or some other code, you can edit from the inbuilt this Cloud Shell itself. For the developers, it is very useful tool. On the right side, open editor. So here you can see on the left side, you can edit the code, like all the code files you can explore here and you can edit it just like a normal editor, the VS Code or any normal editor. You can edit. That much features won't be there, but you can, it's an inbuilt tool, right? It's more easy to use. So if you click again, open terminal, it will go back to the command line prompt. So on the settings, you can make the text size and some basic settings here. And here, this three dots, you can upload some files if you want, download some files, all these basic activities, you can do it. If you have some code in your laptop, you can easily upload it, or you can download any of this into your local laptop. So all these features are there in Cloud Shell. So Google Cloud CLI, temporary virtual machine instance. So if you, when you click this button, it is spinning up a new VM, temporary VM. So activate Cloud Shell. So one small VM is getting spinned up, but it got all these features. And this VM is not to host your application or not to store your data. This is only interface. I'm repeating because many get confused with this. It is just interface, just like this GUI to talk to Google Cloud. That is the whole idea of command line interface. G1 small, this is machine type. Debian OS, Debian Linux version, Debian is the operating system it is used. Automatically shut down after 1 hour of inactivity, not exactly 1 hour, maybe before that also it will shut down. Okay, if you open and keep it, if you open this and just keep it, after some time it will just shut down. And if you want again, you can just click and open it back. Pre-installed some development tools. Okay, pre-installed some essential development tools. Example, Terraform is pre-installed and Git is pre-installed. So all these are some basic tools, right? When you're working with the code, and if you are uploading some code into Git, you are committing something, cloning something, all these things are very basic tools. All the basic development tools are pre-installed. And of course, all the Google Cloud related commands also pre-installed. Okay, Google Cloud, of course, right? This is Google Cloud interface. So all these Google Cloud commands also pre-installed. We're going to use it along with services. So this is just introduction. Optimized for developers, 5 GB home directory spaces there. Home directory is something like a desktop. So here you can see this in home directory, the Linux home directory, 5 GB space is there to keep some like a daily basis, whatever the file you're working on it, that content, you can keep it here. All right. These are the features of Cloud Shell. Any questions? You can ask anything, like if you are confused, don't hesitate.
Here in the command, we are not giving any path, right? It is directly listing the files that are present on desktop.
Yeah, this one, this command, it's a basic Linux command, listing command basically. Whatever is there in my personal Cloud Shell. Okay, so this is my ID. So if you create your account for your ID also, you will get 5 GB space in Cloud Shell interface in the home directory. So these files are something I was like a daily basis, I was working on it, those files basically.
Which are in the root.
Which are
Home
in the
directory.
home directory basically. See, this is my home directory. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So if you create any file, it will show whatever you see, that won't list in your this thing, like your account. Okay.
Yeah.
So create the account soon because from next week we need it's mandatory, and then only you can practice it whatever we are discussing here. Today's topic also, it's more of a theory oriented one. So by next week, in every topic there will be proper hands-on, multiple hands-on will be there. So by next week, all of you come up with the free tier account. All right. I hope it's clear about Cloud Shell, because Cloud Shell is one of the important tool daily basis. You will be using it. Now we are moving to more technical topics. So far it was introduction to Google Cloud, and now we are starting with a new topic. IAM, that's our topic. Before we move to IAM, we need to learn one more thing, which is a resource hierarchy, Google Cloud. So agenda of today is Google Cloud resource hierarchy, policy inheritance, then IAM roles, service account, but there are many subtopics also along with this. So these are the major topics we are going to discuss today. So are you guys ready? Is there any questions so far? Okay. So focus more. This is going to be a little tricky and interesting as well. I mentioned these are projects, right? These are projects. So here I have access to multiple projects. Projects are nothing but a grouping mechanism, the primary isolation mechanism of Google Cloud. See, if you create a Google Cloud account, by default, you will be under a project. Without a project, you cannot do anything in Google Cloud without a project. So it's kind of a, sorry. So it's kind of an boundary, the isolation, the first level isolation boundary of Google Cloud. All these services are under a project. All these services. For example, here I will go to cloud storage. Okay, and buckets. You can see it is there is no buckets. What is bucket and all? You will learn later. But just storage. Okay, you can just imagine it's storage, different multiple storages. And I'm under this project ED training June. All right, I'm under this project and there is nothing. And I'm switching to another project. Okay, debug-GCP. See, in this project, there are some resources like storage resources are there. Okay, it means we can have access to multiple projects and each project, whatever the resources here, it is actually, it is under the logical boundary of each project. All right, every Google Cloud service will be under a project. Okay, every Google Cloud service. Without a project, you cannot do anything in Google Cloud. So here you can see in the bottom project, under the project, you have all your services, compute, storage, Kubernetes, networking. Every services will be logically grouped under a project, isolated under a project. So you have seen, right? One is the CDY June project and another one is debug. Like that is a totally different project. Under this, other resources are listed. By default, there is no access between two different projects. If you want, you can make it, but by default, it's all isolated. Any questions about project? Did you get it? What is project? You will eventually, because this is something daily basis, we are going to part of it. You can have one project for this whole training program, or you can create a multiple project and use it. But when it comes to real-time environment, there will be plenty of project you will be working in. Even though it is a mid-level organization, you will create many projects. Projects are usually created on the basis of environments, like for development environment, one project, the UAT environment, another project, and production, separate project. And in that also you can segregate it like UAT, all the web servers, you can have a project, database servers, you can have a separate project. Like that, you can segregate it also. So it's a kind of an isolation mechanism in terms of security, considering all the cyber security aspects. You can have multiple projects. So if you are working for a even a mid-level organization, you may handle some 20 projects or 50 projects. So in every project, so the point is, no one will create all your resources in one project. For example, you have 500 VMs. Imagine all those 500 VMs will not be under Compute Engine one project. Okay, so maybe some 20 VM will be in one project, all the web servers, development web servers, and another project UAT web servers. Like that, there will be multiple projects. Lot of segregation you can do with the projects, this concept of project. So it's an isolation mechanism. Questions about project? Initially, you will find many things which are complicated. Once you do hands-on, all these are something daily basis we are going to do it. Projects, you can see here that there is a hierarchy here. We are talking about projects. Resources we already know, right? All the Google Cloud services, whatever you see here, these are resources. All right, this is project, the first level grouping mechanism. All right, I hope it's clear. All right, we'll move again. So if you create, as I mentioned, a mid-level organization also will be having plenty of projects, some 300 projects or 500, 50 projects or 100 projects. If your organization is large, the number of projects also will increase because a lot of segregations you need to do it. Okay. So how do we understand? See, project is isolated one. You are isolating all the resources under a project. But if you are working for a single organization, how do we understand that? How the system understand and again we need to set some access level, policy level and all. So for that purpose, we have some more area here, resource hierarchy. So if you just assume you are going to create entire Google Cloud environment for the first time for a company, okay, maybe you are migrating the existing environment or you are creating for the first time, you're starting a startup and in future there is a lot of expansion possibilities are there and you are creating an environment. In that case, first you will create an organization in IAM, in Google Cloud. You will create an organization. It's again a logical entity, organization node. How do you create it? I can't really show that here. It is only if you have an active organization, you can create it because we are using the free tier accounts. But if for an enterprise account only, you will be able to see that. But you can see here on this right side, if anyone is already working in Google Cloud in your organization, you can check it. Recent, start and all. If you click all, you can see organization node. Okay, first you need to enable that your company domain name. What is a domain name? Like your if it is ibm.com, that ibm.com is your public domain name. That domain name needs to bind it here. That is a separate process. Your organization will be your enterprise account while creating. It will be added from Google Cloud in the organization. They will Google Cloud side. It will be active. So it's a one-time task. Once it is active, you will find an organization ID also. So here there is no active organization. You can see no organization and ID is 0. If anyone is already working, you can check it here. You can see if you're working for Deloitte.com, then that Deloitte.com will be here and some ID also will be generated. To understand, all these projects are for a single organization. Any questions? Is it clear or you're very much confused? So I'm just showing some sample. See here, you can see, right, my organization.com. Again, this is again sample, whatever I'm showing, same only. But org ID will be something like this. Organization ID will be something like this, my organization.com. All right. If you're confused, I will explain again. Are you're getting in general, right? Because eventually you will get all the dots will be connected. So first session. No questions, I hope. Next. So as I mentioned, organization node will be created if you are starting something in Google Cloud for the first time. That is the first activity. It's a one-time activity. After that, you will be designing your environment. You will be designing it. Designing means you will be just deciding based on what you are going to create projects and resources, based on what all the criteria. Your organization may be in a different location, probably in Mumbai, Delhi, and all these teams are separate. They are handling different types of workloads. In that case, you can create folders to have additional grouping mechanism. additional grouping mechanism here. You can create folders. So here in the example, you can see something, right? See here, under my organization, you can create based on different thing, engineering, IT. You can see engineering, IT, and under engineering, you can see product A and product B. So based on what all the criteria, this is totally depends on each organization, their type of business, and their types of departments. So based on the departments and the products, you can plan these environment. This is the first job of an architect, to design your environment based on what all the criteria you need to decide how you are going to create this, what is going to be your design. Okay, so here based on folders, these folders you can make based on the locations or based on the products, as I said, departments, HR department, sales department, engineering department, IT. Like this, you can create multiple folders. Under that, you can create projects, as I said, based on the environments, like a development environment, production environment. And under that, you will be actually deploying your resources, services, Google Cloud services, so that systematically you can manage your Google Cloud environment. Okay, on top it is organization, which is a root. Basically, all your resources will be under the organization. Then folders are optional. With or without folders you can work. And projects are mandatory. Projects are must. Without a project you cannot do anything. Folders are still uh, optional. So in my case there is no folder, right? Here you can see there is no folder. Even organization is also not there, but still as a like just for a demo kind of stuff, they have mentioned no organization. So without folders, only in standalone project you can work, but projects are mandatory. Without a project, you can't do anything. Is it clear? At least somewhat you got it right, because once you start using only, you will get used to it. But so far, almost you got it right. You can ask the questions. You can respond also if you are not clear. If it is clear also, you can confirm. Okay.
It's clear. Right now we are seeing it's a new things. The day-to-day activities, if we do it, will be understanding everything, I hope.
Yeah.
And things are new. We should
Yeah.
understand it. So it takes
Yes,
the
yes.
time to grasp the things, everything.
Yeah.
So
Still, like whatever is, don't hesitate. Like whatever, don't think it's a wrong question, or right question. Whatever is in your mind, you can ask.
yeah,
All right.
yes, sure.
This is a kind of a critical area. Um, so I'll go slow, and today also we will go with a few topics only, not too much. I'll go slow. Let's understand each one separately now. Organization. It is the root node in the Google Cloud resource hierarchy. So today, understanding these hierarchy is important. Like this order, the top one is organization node, then folder, project, and resources. Understanding this is important, and also understanding the terminology, that is also important. Resources are hierarchical, so we are talking about resource hierarchy. Basically, that word is also important. Okay, so today, if you're making any note or something, just make a note. Resource hierarchy, that word is very important. Sometimes you may know this order and all, but you don't know what is the terminology. In an exam question, it will clearly ask in resource hierarchy, what is the additional grouping mechanism, something like that. So answer will be for the folders. That is the additional grouping, but you need to connect. A resource hierarchy means this is the what you see in this diagram. This is called a resource hierarchy. Like that, you need to connect. Not only here, in every topic, the understanding, the terminology also very important. You may know the things, but that word you may miss it. So make a note, we are talking about resource hierarchy. And this is order. This order is very important. Organization, folders. Folders are actually optional. Then projects and resources. All right, we will move on. Organization. Root node in the resource, Google Cloud resource hierarchy. Root node. Root node means under this many things are there. Okay, so that is the idea. Root node means under this many things are there. Hierarchical ancestor of project, resources and folders. Very important statement. We'll go back. Hierarchical ancestor of project, resources and folders. See, everything are under organization. Right? Everything is under organization. Organization admins have central control on all resources. This part we are going to discuss later. Organization admins got central control in all the resources. We are going to discuss in upcoming slides. So I'm just not explaining right now. An organization ID, which is a unique identifier of organization. Org ID. So here you can see organization ID. See here some number, okay, numeric thing. Everything got ID. Folder IDs are there, and project ID. Project ID you can see here. See my project and project ID. Okay, this also you can see here. All right, organization ID. So this is useful where and all this ID will get used. You will come to know eventually when we are going to do some coding and from codes you are going to deploy something. So at that point of time, you will come to know eventually. You don't need to know coding, some basic activities we are going to do, that's all. Folders is the second set you can see. To sub-organization, to sub-organize within organization, the statement, the spelling. To sub-organize, it's kind of an additional grouping mechanism within organization. Additional grouping mechanism and isolation boundary between project and organization. So here, project and organization, between the project. See, these three dots are the project. And all these folders, you can see the icons, right? All these icons are there. So something between your projects and your organization. All right. If your organization, your company is larger, then these areas will be more. These folders, these areas are there, right? This is kind of, this will expand more. Like multiple departments will be there, multiple environments will be there. So these areas, so the folder area will be more actually. Folders additional grouping mechanism. Folder can be used to model different legal entities, departments, and teams within a company. Each folder can contain, it depends, it may or may not, could contain subfolders as well if required. Okay, so all these are optional. Whole folder concept is optional. It depends how big your organization is. Folders act as policy inheritance. Again, this we will discuss in the upcoming topic. Projects, this is more important. Okay, see, other two also generally you need to know because that is fine. Because once you set up the organizational folder, there won't be much activity, day-to-day activities you won't be doing in that part. So theoretically, you need to understand these areas, the organization and folder area, because this is a one-time task. Mostly in the very initial stage, the very senior architects, they will design this environment. Maybe when you join or when you are going to do. So here again, even though if you design also daily basis, there is no activity required these areas. Okay, but projects are something you are going to um, deal with on daily basis. So you need to know properly about projects, what all the entities are there in projects. All these things you should clearly know about the projects. So let's focus here. See here you can see the projects. Okay, projects. I'll switch to my previous project. ED training June. Okay, I have switched to my previous project. And here we're going to create a project. All right. There is a button dashboard. Okay, here there is a button dashboard. Click here. You can see project info, project name, number, and project ID. Three details you can see. I'll just increase the font. Go to project settings. Project settings, and you can see three things. One is project ID and a project number, project name. Name, you can always change it if you want. See, project name is something, it's just for our understanding. ED training, June, I will mention July. Okay, and save it. See, this changed to July. Project settings, the project name, always you can change it. Okay, it is mutable, anytime you can change it. But project ID is something only while creating a project you can mention. Once you mention, you won't be able to edit it anymore. Project ID, it's a unique number. It's a globally unique number, like project IDs won't repeat. See, this project ID is assigned, right? ED training June. Or see here, it's some random numbers. And the second one just function some numbers. So this one will not repeat in Google Cloud anywhere. This is for unique identification, globally unique identification. Because you're going to use this ID in some codes and all when you're using Terraform or something. So Terraform is a third-party tool, right? So when that third-party tool is authenticating and deploying something in Google Cloud, this ID should be unique. Then only it will deploy in the right project. That is the idea. It's this ID is unique. This ID, you are going to use it in multiple places. Name is just for your understanding. As I said, anytime you can change it. Questions? Anything you can ask? I don't see response from others. So, may I know who all are enrolled here? I remember Chidinta, Ankita, who all are enrolled? Hi, what's your name? LK or? So I can see AR. Who's AR? AR is there in this call? No, you have enrolled Prasad, right? You are there in WhatsApp group also, right, Prasad?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Which is your number ending with?
ending with 090.
90. Okay, I see that. Fine.
And
Okay.
regarding this organization,
Yeah.
organization will be for any entity. I mean, for any organization, it will be one ID, and there will be a sub organization that those are called folders. Under that, we'll create a folders, right? I mean projects.
Projects, yes, that's right.
Okay.
That's
And
true.
these are once created, it will generate a unique ID and a number.
Yes, it create while creating it will create unique ID and number. It is for organization, it is number. You can see organization, it's only numbers. When it comes to project, it's kind of alphanumeric format. It will be small letters, hyphens will be there. It is going to be single string, and the capital letter and all won't be there, and slash, all these things won't be allowed. But alphanumeric, some letters and numbers combination of. You can see this.
Is there any threshold limit for creating resources under any environment like development or other
Uh,
any?
when it comes to free tier account, you have some quota. You can create maximum 5 projects only. But when it comes to an enterprise account, there is no such limits, because these are logical boundaries. This is not consuming anything basically. But still, when it comes to free tier account, you can create maximum 5 projects.
Okay. Under projects, the resources I'm talking about the threshold limit, like creating a 20 VMs.
Yes.
Is it a limit or something?
Yeah, it is there for free tier account, plus even for the enterprise account, there are limits. But these limits are something you can extend it. Like you can work with the Google Cloud and you can set the larger limits. For example, you can see here quota. Okay, so I reached just a quota, all quotas you can go for it. And you can see compute engine API. Networks, you can see, so you need to check this also, networks. Okay, you can create maximum 5 private networks, if you know about a network. Okay, so networks, the private network, you can create maximum 5. Sub network, you can see here, sub network you can create up to 500. Firewall rules 100, you can create it. This is the free tier account. Okay, now free tier account means it's not an enterprise account, it's individual account, right? And this is the quota, and you can increase it if you want. Okay, you can edit quota. Edit quota means you cannot simply edit it. Once you edit quota, it will go to Google for approval. Google will approve it. Okay, so quota is there even for enterprise account. The quotas are there for everything. So here you can see query. See, for example, queries, static routing, number of routes, everything there is a quota. While working, like you will get this quota related errors also sometime if you don't notice this area. Okay, so here see every small areas there are quotas.
I think you'll cover up in the upcoming sessions, right? What
Yeah,
all
here
the
actually nothing much to discuss here, basically. So nothing, but we are going to learn all these subtopics, but here nothing specific to discuss here. You will be just, if you are reaching to the quota, you just wanted to, you will just edit it, and whatever the value you need, submit request. It will take 1 or 2 days from Google and to approve it. All right. So anyway, good question. So that is quota. All right. So here, hmm. All right. Projects. We were discussing about projects. Projects are the base level organizing entity to identify project ID and project number. So we were already seeing that dashboard, project ID and project number. Okay, ID and number, these are unique. Number we don't use anywhere. Project number, system will use mostly. Project ID, we use it. As I said in the code and all, we will use it.
One question.
Yeah.
There.
Go ahead, Sandeep.
You have project name, right? A project name can contain one project ID or any number of project IDs.
One project ID will be there for each project. Okay, so this is the project name. This is for our identification. Only one ID will be there for one project. See here, if you list down for this project, this is the ID. This is a separate project. This is separate ID. Is that what you're asking or any other perspective?
Yeah, that only. Then where organization comes here?
Organization will be there in the top. Okay, so all these
Router.
projects are under the organization, right? And this is kind of a one time, like once it is created, it has nothing to do in the daily activities, but all these projects are under the organization. But here, this is not an active organization. It's not an enterprise account.
Okay, that understood. That I understood.
Yeah. So here in a real account, you will see something like this. So here.
This is project. Engineering is a project.
No, engineering is folder. You can see the icons. You can see icons.
Okay, engineering is a folder.
Folder. It's grouping mechanism. Under engineering, there are multiple products. Product A, product B. Every product got multiple environments, right? Development,
Okay.
UAT, production.
Okay.
And you
I
can
saw.
see this 3 dots. This is the project. 3 dots. See, you can.
Let's go. First 1 minute. Go back.
Yeah.
Here you got projects, right?
Hmm.
My awesome service 1, service 2. This is project.
Yes. You can
Under
identify.
production.
Yeah, under production.
Production, I can't call it as an organization.
No, you
What?
can't. All these are under one organization.
Okay. This is project, that is organization, and this one. Okay, I understood. Got it.
Yeah. See, organization is a single entity. When I say single entity, your public domain name of your company. For example, as I said, Deloitte or some your company organization, the public domain name will be there, right? The website and the .com, that domain name will be attached here.
Okay.
Uniqueness. Okay.
Got it. Thank you. Carry on.
Yeah. So let me see some other areas also, because I can't add this in slide. This is let's see. This is same, okay, because people want post this the organization data and all here, right? Can't really show that. Yeah. Anyway, that's the idea. So if anyone is working already in Google, does anyone working in Google Cloud here already or about to work? No.
Presently, I am working in GCP only,
Okay.
and as a data engineer. In that one, ops team or another team will take care of all these things. I'm just to create the pipelines. That's it.
Okay. Do you
I'm
have
not
any project access, Google Cloud project access?
Yeah, I have Google Project access. Yes.
Yeah, you can go to the project and check. Usually you will just see
No,
this.
for me, permissions are not there. I can't go up to this level. That's why.
Okay.
When
This
I'm
button
trying
will not.
to when I'm trying to hear permission denied, you can't create any project, you can't create anything like that. They will I will get a pop-up.
Yeah, you can't create anything, but if you have project access, these areas will be open. Maybe you can, if you click all, you may be able to see this resource hierarchy. Okay.
Up to this level, I can see. After that, I can't go inside.
Yeah. So here you check what is the organization, how it looks like. Like it will be a domain name .com, .in, that kind of domain name will be there.
Yes.
Your company's say this .com, that will be there. Okay, public domain name will be there.
Yeah. And I can't even go for one product to another project. That is the problem for me.
Yeah.
I can. I have access only, suppose my awesome service 1. If I have permission for this, I can go in this only. I can't even see anything in service 2.
Yeah, right. If you have access, read access, if you have at least read access only, you can see what is inside. If you don't have, if you have no access, then you can just maybe see this list. That's all.
The only instance I can see, I can't go inside at all.
Yeah, you can't go inside, yes. Okay.
Okay.
It's obvious, like you have very limited access in the project level. Like you will be working on pipelines, right? So
yeah. Only I have to create some pipelines in ETL pipelines. Maybe we are using Composer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going a little slow here because from next week, once all of you create the account, we will gear up. So I'm going pretty slow here. So projects to identify, we already discussed one mutable display name we discussed, and life cycle of a project. This is again important. It's an exam question. See here, life cycle of a project. Go to dashboard and project settings. You can shut down the project. You cannot delete a project, but you can shut down a project. Okay. The difference between shutdown and delete here is, if you shut down, next 30 days, the project, if you want, you can recover it. The owner of the project will be notified. So one project may have multiple owners. Okay, so not only one owner, you can see that here. CIAM. What is IAM? We are going to learn maybe next week. Today I'm not starting that topic because that is more tricky. So today we will focus on this resource hierarchy itself. So here you can see, I'll switch to Deepak-GCP project. This is my another candidate's projects actually. So here you can see Deepak is one owner of this project, and I am also, my ID is also an owner of this project. So one project can have multiple owners, multiple editors, multiple ownerships are allowed. Okay, so obviously, right, like if you are working for an organization, maybe your TL managers, even you, everyone will be honestly, it depends on your role. Right now, Sandeep said, right, he doesn't have access to certain projects. So it depends on your role. You will be having more or less access. All right. So if you try to shut down a project, all the owners will be notified first. Okay, so immediately you cannot delete a project in one single click. You can't do that. Owners will be notified over the mail or whatever. And if you want, any other owner can stop it from deleting. Like if you are deleting by mistake, or some other owner got some data in it and they want to recover. In all these cases, next to 30 days, they can recover it. Okay, it will take 30 days for full deletion basically. So here project may continue to charge for a period post shutdown. So even if you try to shut down, after that also some resources will be there. Eventually only the resources will get deleted. Traffic serving will stop within few hours. If you have some applications running, one website is running, imagine. The traffic will stop after few hours. You will lose access to the project. Project you cannot open, only some other limited areas you can access open, and the owners of the project will be notified. That's how the project is shut down. This concept works. So this 30 days time is important in an exam point of view. Those who are planning for exam zone, you can make a note that the project shutdown period is 30 days. Okay. And we will create a project right now. So I'll rename this back to June itself. Okay, July I will rename to June. So I'm going to create a project. Just to drop down this, there is a button, new project. And when you create the account, you don't really have to see, you have 23 projects remaining in your quota. Request to increase. See here, I have total 25, I guess. So earlier it was 5. I could create only 5 projects. Now they have increased the quota basically. Okay. So it depends. The quota concept is depends. I said 5 projects, right? So now this is increased. So I will create a project. Okay, Raj Technologies, batch to Google Cloud. So here you can see project ID is generated. See project ID, same name, it is added with a small letter and all. See, this is the project name. This is the project ID. See, just like this. Project name and project ID. See here, ADY, they moved to June anyway. So I just mentioned. So as I said, project ID, while creating, you can edit. You have option to edit. But after creating, you can't. All right. And I can create a project. Just click, that's all. Project creation is pretty easy. Say create project, you can see the notification, it's done. Select project, it will take you to this RJ batch to GCPC, very easy. You have a new project now. It's a big thing actually what we did, like it's you are getting a separate dedicated isolation for all your resources. Cloud storage, if you go, buckets, nothing will be there, it's empty, there is no resources inside. And what I'm going to do is I'll shut down one project also. The previous one I'm going to shut down it. ED training June. This I'm going to shut down. So let's see, go to dashboard, go to project settings and do the shutdown. See here, while shutting down, you need to mention the project ID manually. Shut down. Project pending deletion. So once you shut down, we know it won't quickly get deleted. See here, it's pending deletion. It is there. If you want, you can recover it. You can stop it in the next few hours.
One question: if we
Yeah.
create a project, billing starts. We won't resume any services. Only we create. Now you created one project.
Yes.
Billing is 0 rupees something.
Mhm.
Okay, that means billing will start from this, even though if you won't create anything.
Billing will not start, okay,
Mm.
until you create some resources inside. Project is just a logical boundary. It doesn't start billing.
But
Once
it
you
gave
create,
Google Cloud Storage, right? GPS access is there. I will push the files. Example.
if you use it, if you put the content in storage, which means you're using the service, right? So in that case, billing will start. Otherwise, if you simply create a project, billing will not start. There is nothing.
Okay.
If you have resources inside, like in Google Cloud Storage is there, but you didn't start uploading any content. Before uploading, you need to create a storage also here. See, it's not created.
Oh, directly I can't upload here.
You can't directly. This is an empty space. We are going to learn
Okay.
it. We are going to
Acha.
learn it later.
Once if I create that one, then only billing starts.
Right. If you have projects and if you have nothing, no resources, billing will not start.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are many things which is, see, if you simply create a storage also, billing will not start. Okay, I can simply create a, click on create and create, you can name, fill all these details and create it. Still, billing will not start. If you upload the content, only billing will start. If you have data inside only, billing will start. Billing got a lot of, it's in every service, the billing is different. Okay, so billing is not something fixed. Only not one conditions, like depends on the service, there are billing related changes are there that we will learn after every topic. What is the billing criteria here? There are free areas. even if you use Even if you use the free areas are there for billing, there are caps like till here billing, this is free, or if you cross the cap only billing will be generated. Like that, there are certain many criteria are there when it comes to billing. Okay.
Billing is at project level or user level or what activities?
Project level. Billing is at project level. That's my next slide. See, under project. Projects are linked to billing account. Billing happens at project level, not in the organization level or folder level. Billing always happens at project level. That is very important. This is again an exam question. Billing always at project level. Okay. So even though we have a big resource hierarchy, billing will not happen. So, okay, I have a question here. Why not from the organization level? So it is like one bill you can get it, right? Why not in organization? Why in the project level?
Because you'll have multiple projects under the organization.
Yeah, but it's still okay, right? All are belongs to one company.
But I mean, projects already started billing, right? Previous projects. And now
Yeah,
you are
but why the setup is called billing in project level? Why not in folder level, or why not in organization level? Organization level, one bill is enough, right? One for one organization. So if you have 50 project, 50 bill will come, right?
Is it because, like in free tier, we can only create 5 projects, and once we increase the amount of the projects, it will automatically link to the billing?
No, even in enterprise account, the billing is at project level only. So it's not because of free tier account. So like whatever we are learning here, right? That is not really connecting with the free tier account or something. We are learning in general Google Cloud what is happening. Free tier account and all actually technically won't make much difference. Some quota related limits only there. Apart from that, technically free tier account and real account both are same. What you see, view, features, everything is same. Very these kind of things are there. So this statement is for enterprise account only. In general, in Google Cloud enterprise account. Why not? Why billing is here? Why not in folder level and project level?
Maybe because of the resources that we use in the project. It is billing is based on the resources that we use, right?
Yeah, one more. Yeah, I can take it. That is right, somewhat. But again, more put more thoughts on that.
Mm.
Projects has specific owners. So there is a statement from Sinjoy. Project has specific owners, so bill can be verified, optimized. Okay. Billing happens at project level is more about segregation. Okay, segregation in the sense, see, in every organization will be very large. See, product A will be for engineering, right? Maybe some website. So in an organization perspective, we should know how much cost is consumed by developer, the product A developers, or how much cost is coming for a production environment of engineering or product A. Like this, we need to know the like in a isolated or like more of a federal mode, we need to know about every cost you need to know. That is the reason project or billing always at a project level, not in any organization level. See, if you get a whole bill for a entire IBM.com, then there is no point, right? You should know for every department, every environment, everything, how much they are consuming based on that. So that is why, so it's more easy. Like if you are getting 50 bill for one organization, actually it is more easy to manage the cost instead of single bill for the entire organization. Then you need to sit and figure it out, right? Who's using what in the cost perspective, right?
If a project contains around 3 to 4 or 10 developers are there, users, let me
Mhm.
say users. Okay, let I am one of the user. Example, one of the project I'm having in my
Yeah.
company, I'm one of the user. But I'm getting the bill around 1.5 lakh or 2 lakhs. Like that, user level bill won't come. That means this particular user, how much he is using the services or whatever it may be.
User level bill will not come. It is for the project. It doesn't matter how many users are there assigned to this project or something. See, it's a team work, right? See, if no matter who you are, like if you create some resources here only, the bill will be there. That is not for you basically. It is for the entire project, right?
That
It's
means
not.
I can't identify this particular user run some big query and he used some resources. Because of this user, we are suppose in 1.5 lakh, he spent around 50,
That can be
30,000.
identified. That can be identified, of course. Like
Oh,
who deployed this resources and all that and all easily can be identified. That is a separate mechanism. Okay, that can be done. Okay, who deployed it? That and all can be done. See, and again, in real-time environment, without others' knowledge and all, we cannot deploy it. You know, you are creating pipelines, right? So the approvals and all these things are there. Like one user cannot simply create some large resource and keep it. So that's why the multiple mechanisms are there, like the threshold, budget, and alerting, approvals, pipelines. All these things are there. So you can't one person, even if that person want also, they can't do it. That is how it is set up in real time.
okay. Why I joined this one means I can create the ETL pipelines, I can make everything, but
Mhm.
in my organization they are forcing me. They want me to know all these activities also,
I
because
continue.
uh,
Yeah, complete your
uh,
question.
Yeah, because these activities I'm not aware of, billing activities, everything. Now I got a team around 10 people. They are asking me, these 10 people, how much resources they are consuming. Suppose per month we are getting around 10 lakhs of bill. Okay, in the 10 lakhs, when my team 10 people are there, this 10 people, how much they have done. Of
Yeah.
course, other team is trying to get the resource, but I am not aware. Okay, this person is spending around this much. What and all activities he has done. He may use for any other purpose, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
why.
here, I'm sure within 1 month you will get a very detailed idea about Google Cloud. You can only go ahead and figure out many areas, like because I know your situation right now. Like if you know only, if you do only the backend activities, you are not really digging in the Google Cloud side more.
Correct.
Right? You're just seeing it like you deployed the resources, you can come and see, that's all. But here after the course in a very raw level, you're going to dig in every service, you're going inside everything. You will get a very huge jump in terms of Google Cloud knowledge after this course. I got your question. Just wait and see for a month.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So
Yeah.
here, see billing, what you figure it out, it's totally okay. That is a different thing. Billing, what you figure it out, like who created what and all, you can easily do that. That's not a matter. But here I'm talking about in general. Billing happens at project level. So here you can see in each project what is the billing, top project, and what all the services are there. You can create, you can have multiple reports like networking, this is the cost, compute engine, this is the cost, all these things. You will get the graphs, a lot of things you can make it. But in general, the statement is the point here I wanted to make is billing is not happening in the higher level. That is the point. Why? Because for the segregation, because
Okay,
every department, that is the point here.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah. So here, this is another perspective. You can see organization folder. You can have human resources, engineering, sales. Every folders can have the projects. So here also under HR also you have projects for development, production, testing, and under each things you have different other resources. So this hierarchy is very important. Next topic is policy inheritance. We will start from next week.
In cloud storage, you have one bucket, right? Down. Next,
This
this
slide,
slide. This
yeah.
slide. Okay. Bucket A, cloud storage. Is this interrelated to my Google Drive?
No, it is not interconnected to your Google Drive.
No, I'm not speaking that one. Suppose I put a Google Drive or some files, example.
Mhm.
Okay. Instead of that, I will use like this only, hierarchy.
Yeah, you can
Is it-
use the cloud storage is something. It's an enterprise level Google Drive, I can say. It is almost like Google Drive only, but in an enterprise mode, more of. You can use Google Cloud Storage as an alternative of Google Drive in enterprise level. Google Drive is more of user level, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I meant to say usage I'm speaking.
Yeah, usage.
Usage.
Yes, usage. You can use this as an alternative. You will come to know like while discussing the topic.
Okay, got it.
Google Drive is more for a user level things, like you can use it in your laptop also. Even in an enterprise, you can use Google Drive for your personal organization data, but your personal things you can use it. But cloud storage is more of an enterprise. If you are creating a website, in that website content, website logs, backups, and all these things, you can store it in Google Drive in the backend. It's an enterprise level, but the concept wise, both got many similarities, Google Drive and cloud storage.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
I don't want to confuse right now. We will discuss when that topic comes. So today I didn't cover much topics. Just understand this, create a project, create free tier account without fail by next week. Like actually in 1 hour I finish all the slides, but I went a little slow because it's new to you. And create this thing, maybe create one project just like how I did. When you create a free tier account, by default one project will be created, and in that it's also you can work, you can rename the project, or if you want you can create a project, shut down the project, do all these activities this week, create a billing alert also, budget alert also. Once you create the free tier account, create a budget alert, and by next week we will gear up, and we will discuss this policy inheritance, all these activities we will discuss next week. This is a more tricky area. It will confuse you a lot. But if you come up with the free tier account, if you're already a little familiar with it, then it's easy next week. Course fee, you can check with your coordinator, Kevin. You can check with the Karthik from Raj Technologies, or anyone else who are in touch with. Okay, so from next week, the course will gear up. If you have any question, those who are not enrolled, if you have any queries, you can ask, because we already started one topic we are discussing. So don't delay it if you are planning to enroll.
Can you show how to create a project in command line?
Command line, yeah, we can do that. We can easily create it. We need to check the command. So every command we need to double check. Okay, commands are a little complex. All the commands we can't remember. We need to check project creation using command line. All the Google Cloud, most of the Google Cloud commands start with the G Cloud. Okay, the prefix is G Cloud. Project create, project ID is optional. See, you can use multiple options. See, if you want to customize a lot of things, like if you want to create under an organization ID, specific organization ID, all these things, you can mention it. In our case, we can create an individual projects like gcloud project, create some these things. Like if you want to create under a specific folder or specific organization, you can mention that. Otherwise, you can simply use this gcloud project create example 2. So here we can go to Cloud Shell. You got it right. So if you are creating under
Yeah, we'll try.
the specific, yeah, I can also just let me show you. Create. See, that's it. It's just G Cloud. All the Google Cloud commands start with the prefix G Cloud. Okay, G Cloud, Google Cloud. Except some areas are the storage, Kubernetes. Those commands are slightly different. For storage, it's a different prefix, because storage activities are more. They got a different utility. But almost all Google Cloud commands that start with G Cloud. Okay.
This ED training June is an organization.
No, it's not an organization. There is no organization here, basically.
Then in this prompt is focusing on what it is, OS or what activities?
Yeah, when I open this shell, it is by default, it is logged into the CD training June. It is my existing project, basically. ED training June.
Okay.
Just now I shut it down, right? That one. Yeah, that one. So since it is already by default, it is logging into this. It's not totally shut down so far. That's why. And you can switch this into the new projects, maybe G Cloud projects set. You can switch to a new project. See the new one I created, right? RJ batch GCP. See the test is created. Okay.
Okay.
Test RJ batch test is created. It's just a matter of Google Cloud commands are very lengthy, and depends on more customization. It will get more lengthy. You cannot remember the commands. You can just remember the patterns. Start with the Google Cloud, then resources. Like if it is compute related activity, this will be compute, something like that. So G Cloud project set. Okay, I'm just switching to another project. So the command is wrong. G-Cloud config. Okay, I forgot. G-Cloud config. Project set, I guess, not projects. Projects. Okay, so it's projects only. Again, wrong.
It is under project ED training June. It is under this. So ED training June is a project.
Yeah, ED training June is an existing project, the one which I deleted.
Okay.
Did I miss any spelling? G Cloud projects. G Cloud config set project. That only I did, right? G Cloud config. Okay, set is here. Okay, that's what we missed. G Cloud. Config set project. Config set projects.
You also have others this week.
And
I want tissue going break for lunch. I want to start studying something.
mute yourself. Again, one more thing, not projects, project. So these commands. So now it is switched. You can see, right? ED training June switched to our project, the new projects we created. Project we created. Okay. Clear, right? That was fast. Just because in CLI also you are logging into a project, because whatever the activity you do, that will move to your project. If you create something, that will get created in this project. All right. You can try creating. So I will shut down this project, the new one which is created. I don't want big lists here. So go here, the tester. Okay, this one I can quickly shut down. Project settings and shut down. Try this, okay? So whatever you're doing, you can do that from command line also. Those who are not good with the Linux, you learn some basic Linux and get familiar with command line activities as well. That will help you. All right. See you next Saturday. Rest, if you have any queries, we can discuss in WhatsApp group. Those who are not enrolled, just make a decision soon because we are already started.
In this course, can I get an opportunity to create a GitHub repo and some project pushing it into the things?
Not really. You can do it your own as part of the course. Like we are not covering GitHub.
Because in my organization, some other team created a GitHub repo, some other team, anything done, they
You
already gave me
can
the
see.
links. I'm pushing the code. As of now, I'm pushing directly. I'm
Yeah.
not aware how they created that GitHub repo, how it has been interlinked to
That is
Composer.
something after learning Google Cloud, you can explore more. Okay, during learning also you can try that. It is not a big deal. Like you can just GitHub and all these you can easily integrate it. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
but you
okay.
can try that. Like you can spend some time on it and you can try. You can show to others also. Okay.
Yeah, because already in my organization, some other team created everything. They directly gave me the link. Now, presently, I'm directly pushing the code into Composer.
Yeah, actually
I'm
everywhere, Prasad, actually everywhere, nobody will get full access, end-to-end access on anything. That is how these days, at least last 4 or 5 years, things works. Okay.
okay.
What depends on your role, limited access only, because if one person is getting end-to-end access in somewhere, which means it's a cyber security breach. So every team is getting limited access only. Like you are getting pipeline access. The Google Cloud team will be telling now that I don't have pipeline access, like that. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So that thing is there, that gap is there. But while learning, like we will learn Google Cloud properly. Rest all these things you can try your own. You can easily try this, the GitHub, Terraform, all this integration and.
But these people are irritating me. You have to be aware of. They won't give access, and they're irritating me. You have to be aware
Yeah,
of.
that happens actually. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Any other questions from anyone? Okay, rest we can discuss. If you have any free tier account, don't forget. I'm repeating because if you miss now, then eventually you will be back of many topics. Okay, so hands-ons are very important. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Anish.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.